Yeah, let me do a short and little content about the time we were in secondary school and living in the dormitory. Uh, were you born when we are still using 10 kobo, 5 kobo, 1 naira note, 2 naira, 5 naira? Were you born then? Where those money, when those money have values, you know? What denomination did you grow up seeing and using as your valuable startup denomination for buying and selling and the purchase of groceries and everything you need? And so, during my time in secondary school, I know from Bono to Onitsha, St. Charles, stopping in at Oka Road, Ezechima bus stop or St. Mary's bus stop, St. Mary's Catholic Parish, Oka Road, Onitsha. This is Ezechima Primary School. I know from Bono to Mpo Junction there, I can remember it's 50 kobo. 50 kobo. And then at a time it's still 50 kobo from Onitsha, from Mpo Junction to that St. Mary's. At a time it increased to 1 naira. And the coaster buses. Do you know about coaster buses that applies Oka? I don't know if they are still there. Oka Road to Main Market, the coaster buses. And so during our time, we used 50 kobo, we used 1 naira. The pocket money is in these ranges. It's quite an interesting experience when you remember these things and then remember what is obtainable today. You begin to imagine how those things were possible then. But you see, it's something that can be called evolution. Changing. You say change is permanent. Things change as days and years come by, and policies change, and fiscal policies, and purchasing power, and all those things. For those that did economics, I didn't do that, but I am talking about the experiences when we were in secondary school. Did you use 10 kobo? Did you use 5 kobo coins? Did you use 1 naira note and then 5 naira notes? Which did you meet? For me, growing up, I've told you that and one video I did in our dialect Igbo, we used to data 5 kobo, 10 kobo, 5 naira in Mpayali Christmas, going from house to house and on the road. That's the joy of it then. Moving about, seeing many groups. You will be passing and you see this group, passing and see that's Christmas thing and New Year. And after we will go and watch masquerade display and all those things, and then your cousins that will come back from abroad where they are living in township, come for Christmas holidays and all these things. So during our time in secondary school, we used from Ekempo to St. Mary's bus stop Onitsha. That is for St. Charles. At a time, I spent 1 naira. That is 50 kobo to Mpo Junction, 50 kobo to St. Mary's. At a time, you come 1 naira, 50 kobo. 50 kobo from Ekempo to Mpo Junction. And then 1 naira from Mpo Junction to St. Mary's bus stop is the team in front, and we'll go inside school. Where we used to stand then in Mpo Junction for Costa is in front of one man, what's the name? Ijabong, one Ijabong, man that lived and in Mpo Junction. That's place where we stand there. It's a very interesting experience. If you share these things, you begin to let the people here born after these times know that there was an era. It's such like people that came before us, our fathers, they had an era. Because at a time, one time I saw Biafran pounds kept by my grandpa. I don't know where it's now. I think they submitted it somewhere to the authorities. But I saw it. I discovered a lot of things. Whatever is hidden, I can discover it. God will lead me to that. So it's interesting history, you know. You know. So it's those things. Is it even Biafra pounds or Biafran currency? I don't know what is that. And then Nigerian currency. I don't really know, but there is a currency I saw that time. I don't know, but it's all for history. Talk about it. Let's hear. All of them are content creators.